first chiropractic adjustment took place over 100 years ago in 1895. Like any occupation, chiropractic is continuing to evolve, so it is important to highlight the discovery, the past, and the present of chiropractic. Let's take a look and see how chiropractic was discovered. D.D. Palmer was the founder of chiropractic and discovered it in 1895. According to uiowa.edu, Daniel David Palmer from Davenport, Iowa, performed the first spinal adjustment in September 1895. After 20 years as a school teacher, farmer, and entrepreneur, Palmer had since opening his Davenport practice in 1887 achieved a measure of prosperity and some local notoriety. His gift, as such, it was laying and joining traditions of spiritual and magnetic healing with the manipulation of bones and joints to create the system of chiropractic. Palmer saw himself not as a simple back doctor, but as a man of science. He grounded his therapeutic claims in a recognition of universal intelligence that was both the ordering principle of the universe and the source of an essential force in each individual. For Palmer, the free flow of nervous communication through the spine was the key to physical well-being. Palmer examined a janitor who was deaf 17 years prior. He fell and felt some give in his back. Palmer examined the area and gave him a crude adjustment to what was felt to be a misplaced vertebrae in the upper back. The janitor soon after observed that his hearing improved. After 9 years of clinical experience in theorizing, D.D. had decided that inflammation was the essential characteristic of all disease. Chiropractic has evolved in many ways since the discovery. Chiropractic, being a new science of its time, has stirred lots of controversy of its legitimacy. According to Chiro.org, in 1896, D.D. added a school to his healing infirmary and began to teach others of his methods. It would be known as the Palmer School of Chiropractic, but trouble soon came about. D.D. served 23 days in Scott County Jail. The legal basis of his conviction was an advertisement in a school magazine in which he claimed to cure various diseases. The trickle of early cases would become a torrent. By 1931, it was estimated that D.C.'s doctors of chiropractic had collectively undergone 15,000 prosecutions. Prosecutions of chiropractors for unlicensed practice after the conviction of D.D. Palmer and a previous charge against his son, B.J. Palmer, resulted in B.J. and several Palmer graduates creating the Universal Chiropractic Association, or UCA. Its initial purpose was to protect its members by covering their legal expenses if they should get arrested. Its first case came in 1907, when a doctor was charged with unlicensed practice of osteopathy. It was a test of new osteopathic law. Osteopathy is based on the principle that the well-being of an individual depends on their bones, muscles, ligaments, and connective tissue. Chiropractors, they believe that they study the nervous system, not just the muscles. So, yeah. The trial proceeded on the charge of practicing osteopathy without license to make the point that chiropractic and osteopathy were separate and distinct healthcare approaches. Morris called to the stand several chiropractors. Osteopaths testified that theory and practice of the two schools were different. Osteopathy, it was argued, was based on the role of artery, and doctors of osteopathy were not interested in the nervous system. Chiropractic, they asserted, was based on supremacy of the nervous system, and DCs were not interested in the influence of the circulation upon health and illness, according to Rhinesti.com. In 1963, New York became the 47th state to authorize the practice of chiropractic by statute. Only in Massachusetts, Mississippi, and Louisiana were chiropractors still struggling for legal recognition. And a lot has changed since the 1900s compared to today. Today, chiropractic is legal and growing all over the world, with various new styles and theories of adjustments. Today, chiropractors are licensed in all U.S. states, Canadian provinces, most European countries, Australia, and New Zealand. There are more than 50,000 practicing chiropractors in the U.S. alone. Despite its North American roots, there are now more chiropractic educational programs outside of North America. Chiropractic continues to gain worldwide acceptance by the medical, legal, and patient communities through its record and beneficial results in ongoing research, according to spineuniverse.edu. There are more than 70,000 active chiropractic licenses in the United States and all 50 states. And a quote from BrianSC.com. Chiropractors have long abided by the principle of restoring health through restoring life balance. In the U.S., 50% of all deaths are due to poor lifestyle choices. Health problems due to poor lifestyle produce the most chronic, debilitating, medical, untreatable diseases of our day. The 21st century chiropractor will be vigilant for the manifestations of stressful and often unhealthy lifestyles. The chiropractor of the future will address subluxations beyond the spine to nutrition, sleep, stress, family, and community, recognizing that alcohol and drug abuse, depression, and suicide may be symptoms of deeper diseases and meaning. Chiropractors may play a greater role in community health, health education, and disease prevention by encouraging healthy behaviors. The 21st century chiropractor could play a role in decreasing over-reliance on expensive and risky technology of modern medicine. In conclusion, the discovery, the past, and the present of chiropractic has shown it has and is continuing to evolve. 100 years does not make this occupation a necessarily old one, but a relatively new one that is continuing to change, not just within itself, but the science and healthcare fields as a whole.